Hi everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see, today I am standing in my kitchen. I'm going to be doing some cooking, sharing one of my favorite ways to make wild game, and that is by making jerky. The beauty of this recipe is it doesn't require a smoker, so I know a lot of people don't have smokers, but pretty much everybody has one of these in their house. So that's where this recipe takes place, is in the oven. So this is what we're dealing with here. We got the bottom round and the eye of round from a bull moose that we took, a buddy and I, this past fall. Together it's 4 pounds. So what I'm going to do before I slice it is I'm going to trim away all this silver skin on both sides, make sure it's all just nice and clean. So I got these all trimmed up as best as I can. Some of this stuff that runs internally you just have to live with. These pieces in particular, they've been out of the freezer for about 5 hours, and so they're still frozen in the middle, but they're thawed out on the outside. That makes slicing a lot easier. There's two schools of thought when it comes to slicing jerky. A lot of people say that you should go with the grain like this, and then other people say that you should go against the grain. I've done both ways. They're both really good. It all just depends on what you're looking for with the final product. If you want it to be chewier and more kind of like you have to tug on it, then you want to go with the grain. If you just want it to be more tender and easier to bite, then go against the grain. Like I said, I've done both. It's totally up to you. As far as thickness goes, about 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch, somewhere in there. Keep in mind, when it dehydrates in the oven, it shrinks down quite a bit. Okay, it's all sliced up. As you can see, you got a variety of different sizes here. This is the eye of round here. You can tell it's a bit lighter color. And this is the bottom round. That's kind of the thickness I like. It's totally up to you, obviously. If you like it thin, slice it as thin as you can. As far as seasoning goes and other liquids, we've got 4 tablespoons of liquid smoke. Gives you that smoky flavor if you're just doing it in the oven. 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, half a cup of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this and I'm going to whisk it together in this bowl. Just take these, and I like to dip each individual one in there. Okay, I got that all in there. Now I just like to give it a good mix, just to make certain that everything's nice and covered. We'll take this. Put that into the fridge. So like I said before, put that in the fridge and it's going to stay there overnight, and probably tomorrow morning I'll take it out and I will complete the process of making jerky. Here we go. Just pull it out of the fridge. Doesn't really look much different. I have the oven preheated to 170. If you have a convection oven, all the better. Put it on convection bake because it'll go quicker. That extra air movement helps out a lot. Okay, so now I gotta lay the jerky out on a piece of paper towel. As you can see, it's really wet. So the drier we get it now, the better. the quicker it'll dry in the oven and it'll be done quicker. So I just lay it out like that, and I take it, pat it all dry. Okay, so I got all the meat laid out on the cookie sheets. I only have enough to do 2 pans right now, so the rest of it will have to be later. But the beauty of this recipe is now you can literally put whatever you want on it. I like to do black pepper or some kind of hot sauce is good too. Probably what I'll do is I'll do this one hot and this one pepper. Okay, so that is the hot jerky ready to go in the oven. That is the pepper jerky. So oven is up to 170 on convection bake. We're gonna put it in. All right, so it's been about 3 hours in the oven on this jerky. I'm thinking it should be pretty much done. We'll take a look. No, so some of these pieces look like they're done. Others are probably gonna have to be a little longer. Okay, these are the ones that are done. I still have a few in the oven that are got a few more minutes to go, but these guys are just about perfect. So, gotta find a balance between having them dry enough that they're not like a steak and not too dry that they're like a chip. Sometimes I've made them and they're just like, you bend them and they just snap. You want them to bend and have that going on. That's perfect there. You can kind of see that's what the liquid hot sauce turns into after being in the oven. It's just a dry, kind of like a bit of a powder or something, but this wouldn't be a cooking video if I didn't do a taste test, so I'm gonna try the hot one. Here goes. It's good. Fantastic. Very good. So that concludes this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. In the future, hopefully I'll be having a few more cooking videos here. I'm no pro, but it's always fun to see what other people do and figure out different ways to cook your harvest each year. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.